Hey friends and family, thanks for tuning in. I've got like a 34-minute flow for you today. No props necessary. All you need is a mat and yourself. Be sure to use the Spotify link in the description below for a great playlist that complements our flow together. Reminder to get some water if you want some water. And because it's a video, you can pause whenever you need to pause. You can rewind whenever you need to rewind. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Start in mountain pose. Come to stand tall at the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Ground down through the four corners of your feet. Engage your thighs to lift your kneecaps. Bring your belly button back to your spine. Roll your shoulders together and down your back. Allow your hands to hang alongside your body, palms face forward. Option to close down your eyes or soften your gaze to one focal point in front of your mat. Start to notice your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, just like that. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. This time, sealing your lips. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Starting to cultivate an ujjayi breath, a breath of fire, by bringing a slight constriction in the back of your throat. This breath in through your nose and out through your nose will help to build heat within your body, and it'll give your mind something to focus on as we flow today. Blink open your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose. Circle sweep your arms up and overhead and breathe here, spinning your pinkies towards the back of the room, bringing your triceps in line with your ears, and bring your shoulder blades together and down your back, away from your ears. Inhale, grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, stretch to the right. Lean your body to the right, stretching through your left side body. Inhale back to center. Change hands, grab your right wrist with your left hand, and exhale, side stretch to the left, elongating through your right side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands through heart center, hinge at your hips, and bring your hands towards the mat. Toe heel your feet apart, about hips width distance. Bring a heavy bend into your knees, allowing your chest to drape on top of your thighs. Ragdoll pose. Allow your hands and your head and neck to hang heavy towards the mat. Option here to grab for opposite elbows or clasp your hands behind your neck and sway your body from side to side. Rock your weight from front to back. Shake your head out, yes, and then no. Releasing your hands down towards the mat. Toe heel your feet back to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your fingertips towards your shins and elongate the crown of your head towards the front of the room and your hips out towards the back of the room, creating one nice, long, flat surface with your back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Circle sweep your arms up and overhead, coming to stand tall at your mat. And exhale, bring your hands through heart center, finding Samastitihi. With your hands together at heart center, close down your eyes. This is the time in class where I offer you to set an intention. something to guide your practice today. The intention that I offer for you today is one of mindfulness. Yoga means to yoke or to bring together. And when we practice yoga, we bring together both the body and the breath. And we do this by becoming more mindful of our breath during movement. We'll bring life into our intention. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Blink your eyes open. Release your palms along your side. Inhale, mountain pose. Circle sweep your arms up and overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right arm. Exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Bring your hands towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Elongate the crown of your head forward. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands and step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, tip your weight forward. Exhale, low plank. Bring a 90-degree bend into your elbows, keeping your gaze forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your heart through your shoulders, through your hands. Flip to the tops of your feet. Engage your legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back and into an inverted V. Take a moment here to pedal out in your first downward facing dog. Bending one knee and then the other, stretching out across your hips. Bring attention to the weight in your hands. You want to be rolling the weight into the L's of your fingertips and externally rolling your shoulders out so that you can broaden across your shoulder blades. Your gaze is up towards your thighs. Find stillness in your legs. Work to drive your heels down towards the mat while you elongate your hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work, yogis. That was our Sun A. Listen for the changes as we move into our Sun B. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips back. Lift your chest up. Circle sweep your arms up and overhead and breathe here. Drive your weight towards your heels. Stack your knees over your ankles. And bring your shoulder blades together and down your back away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Spin your left heel down and circle sweep your arms up and square your chest to the left side of the room. And breathe here. Bring a 90-degree bend in your front knee, stacking your knee over your ankle. Elongate through both your front right arm and your back arm, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Bring your gaze out in front over your extended hand. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right arm forward, bringing your right elbow to rest on top of your right thigh or placing your right arm to the inside of your right leg. Your gaze can either be towards the side or up at your extended arm overhead. Inhale, reverse warrior. Bring your left palm to rest along your left leg and circle sweep your right arm up and overhead as if you're high-fiving the back of the room. And breathe here. If you've fallen out of your lunge, bring a lunge back in your front knee. Reach more up than back, feeling that length and extension through your right side body. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Plant your hands, step your feet back, bring a 90-degree bend into your elbows, flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your left foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Bring your right heel down towards the mat and circle sweep your arms up and square your shoulders to the right side of the room. Breathe here. Stack your knee over your ankle. Engage through your back leg equally as you engage through your front leg. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left arm forward and bring your left elbow to rest on top of your left thigh or place your arm on the inside of your left leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Place your right palm long along your right leg and reach your left arm up and overhead as if you're high-fiving the back of the room. Breathe here. Re-engage in the bend in your front leg. Reach more up than back. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to flow our sun bee one breath to one movement. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips back. Lift your chest up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, chair. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose and breathe here. Sit your hips back. Stack your knees over your ankles and lift your chest up. Bring your triceps in line with your ears and work to sit your hips down just a half an inch lower. Inhale. Exhale, bring your palms through heart center. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, or if it's more accessible, place your right elbow in between your knees. Work to stack your elbows one on top of the other as you twist to your right. Check in on your knees. Make sure that your left knee has not jutted out in front of your right. Bring your right hip forward and your left hip back. And work to twist your heart to the right. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down towards the mat. Toe heel your feet to hips width distance. Place your palms. Place the back of your palms on the mat and slide them underneath your feet. Bring your toes, your big toes, on top of your wrists. Work to massage your palms with your feet. This is gorilla pose. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, drive your elbows out towards the side of the room, finding a deeper bend in your back, in your low back. Release your palms from underneath your feet. Toe heel your feet, your big toes back to touch. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips back, lift your chest forward, and breathe here. Sit your hips down just a half an inch lower. Inhale. Exhale, unite your palms at heart center. Inhale, lengthen to prepare. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, or bring your right elbow to the inside, in between your knees. Use the pressure created by your palms to bring your thumbs closer to your heart center. Check in on your right knee. Work to bring your right hip back and your left hip forward. With every inhale, grow a little bit taller. And with every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. This time, bring your left heel down and bring your toes to a 45-degree angle, keeping your hips forward. Inhale, warrior one. Lift your chest, lift your arms up overhead, and work to either shorten or widen your stance so that you can continue to bring both hip points parallel to the front of the room. And you can stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Widen your stance. Find heel to arch alignment. Bring your back toes parallel to the short edges of your mat. Stack your shoulders over your hips and bring your gaze out over your extended arm. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your front arm forward and then down, bringing your back arm up overhead. Keep a slight bend in your front leg so that you're not locking out your knee. Work to stack your shoulders one on top of the other. Your gaze can either be down at your foot, out to the side, or up at your extended hand overhead. With a slight bend in your front leg, inhale up to standing. Exhale, parallel your feet to the short edges of your mat. Inhale, lengthen to prepare. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Bring your hands down towards the mat, either reaching for your ankles or placing your palms in between your feet, walking your hands between your legs, and bringing the crown of your head towards the mat. With a flat back, inhale up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Bring a lunge into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Bring your hands to the mat, step your foot back. Bring a 90-degree bend into your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your right heel down and angle your toes at a 45-degree angle towards your mat. Inhale, warrior one. Lift your chest, circle sweep your arms up and overhead, and breathe here. Work to either shorten or widen your stance so that you can continue to point your hips forward towards the top of your mat. Stack your knee over your ankle and your shoulders over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Parallel your chest to the right side of your mat. Bring your back toes out to a 90-degree angle, finding heel to arch alignment. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your front arm forward and then down, bringing a micro bend into your front leg so you're not locking your knee. You can place your bottom hand either on the mat if that's accessible or lightly on top of your shin. Your gaze can be down at your feet or up at your extended arm. With a slight bend in your front leg, inhale up to standing. Exhale, parallel your feet to the short edges of your mat. This time, option for a chest expansion. Clasp your hands together at your low back. Inhale, lengthen to prepare. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Send your clasped hands up and overhead, feeling that stretch across your shoulders. If you feel any sort of pain or pinching, You release this bind and just bring your palms either between your feet or maybe reach for your ankles. Release your hands down towards the mat. With a flat spine, inhale up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Bring a 90-degree bend into your front leg. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step all the way through. Come to lie on your back with your feet flat on the ground. Walk your heels back towards your tush. Lift your right leg up and find a figure four. Bring your right ankle to rest on top of your left knee. From here, if you can feel this stretch in your right hip, then stay there. If not, thread the needle. Place your hands between your leg, outside, grasp behind your left leg, and bring your bent left knee towards your body. Continue to flex both your ankles to protect your knees. And continue to keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat. Release your foot down to the mat if it's not already there. Continue to keep this figure four shape and send your right foot towards your left, placing the sole of your right foot down on the ground, finding a figure four twist. Work to keep both shoulder blades flat on the ground. Tee out your arms and bring your gaze either up towards the ceiling or over your right shoulder, deepening your figure four twist. Option here to close down your eyes for the remainder of class. There's nothing left to see. Slowly inhale your legs back to center, placing both feet on the ground. This time lifting your left leg up and finding figure four with your left leg. Placing your left ankle on top of your right knee. If this is a good enough stretch in your outer left hip, stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, thread the needle. Place one hand on the outside of your right thigh. Place your other hand through your legs. Reach behind your right thigh and bring your right thigh towards your chest. Keeping both shoulders firmly on the ground and flexing both your feet to protect your ankles. Release your right foot down to the mat if it's not already there, keeping your figure four shape with your left leg. Drop the sole of your left foot towards the right, placing your left foot firmly on the ground and finding a figure four twist to the right. Your gaze can either be up towards the ceiling or over your left shoulder, deepening the twist. Slowly inhale your legs back to center. Planting the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling, find happy baby pose. Reaching for the insides or the outsides of your feet. Grab your feet or the backs of your thighs with your hands, keeping your low back firmly on the mat. Options to make some happy baby movements, maybe rock from side to side, massaging your back on the mat. Find stillness in your happy baby. Bring your knees towards your chest And wrap your forearms over your shins. Inhale your forehead to your knees, finding ball pose. Take one last sip of air in towards your lungs and exhale Shavasana. Release your legs long along the mat. Release your arms long alongside your body, palms face upwards. Allow your eyes to close. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soften the muscles in your face. Allow the muscles of your body, your bones, to ground down towards the mat. Release control of your breath. Allow yourself to find a natural inhale and exhale. Trust that when it is time, I will bring you out of Shavasana. If you're ready to continue with your day, bring small movements into your fingers and toes. Start to deepen your breath. Circle your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, finding a full body stretch, reaching your arms up overhead, pointing through your toes, and coming to roll onto your favorite side. Using your bottom arm as a pillow, allow your head to rest down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Take one last moment here for yourself to find some mindfulness of that connection between your breath and your body. As you're ready, inhale up to a tall seat at the top of your mat. Unite your palms at heart center, keeping your eyes closed. We'll take one last breath together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows, your seat of your intuition. The teacher in me honors and sees the teacher in you. I bow and invite you to say namaste.